It's Friday, September 30th, 2022. It's time for another Fireside chat with Dizzy and the fuzzy little puppy dog who was leaning up against me and trying to lick my chin. She's so happy that I'm paying attention to her. But anyway, I am beat. I'm sure all of you know that we've got a hurricane moving around in parts of the United States, and it is heading towards us. And we've been needing the rain. So I'm not going to complain about that. The thing is, somebody's pushing on my arm, so that's why that was all messed up there. I've spent the day, it feels like, doing nothing but getting ready for the hurricane. It would have been much easier on me if it was going to be coming at another time in the week, but since it was coming today, this evening, there was a lot that I had to get done. The first thing, of course, is I clean my field every week, and Friday is normally the day that I do it. So I had to get my field clean and spread the manure. I'm not really mowing at this time of year, but there is some type of grass out there that the horses do not eat, and there was a lot of that coming up in the field, so I went ahead and mowed that. And then, because the woman in the field next to me has not been doing good, I've been cleaning her field for her, but I don't normally do it on the same day that I do my field. Well, plain and simple, if I didn't get it done today, I don't know when I'd be able to do it. So I got her field cleaned as well. That all took me a lot longer than I was expecting. Not only that, but I also had chicks that I had to put in where they belong this morning. So my last hen that stayed broody now has 13 babies. She's happy as a clam. She did not come out of the house all day long. I shut the door because I don't want anybody falling out overnight. And let's face it, if they fall out, they're going to die. It's going to be cold. It's going to be wet. So I had to get her all set up and, of course, feed everybody. And by the time I got out of here, it was after 12. I did stop and get gas, not only in the Jeep, but I had a couple of gas cans that needed to be filled up as well. So I went ahead and got them filled. And because I didn't feel like going home and making something for lunch, I just stopped at the store. They have one store around here that has pre-made hoagies. So I grabbed a pre-made hoagie, and then I looked to see what they had on clearance. They had some cupcakes and some chocolate muffins. So, yeah, they came home with me. At home, I got stuff picked in my garden. Not as much as the last time I picked stuff, but still, it's better than nothing. I don't know that my corn is really going to do anything. I think I just got it in too late. So, we'll see. I mean, I've got ears on there, but they don't look like they're doing anything. But I got some more green beans and some yellow beans and some tomatoes. I got a pepper, so I'll be able to do a stuffed pepper in a couple of days. And what else? Oh, another yellow squash. I still don't see any zucchini, which is really surprising me. And I may not get any. I also got a potato out of the garden. So, started dumping my pool yesterday. Finished it today and have that turned over on top of a picnic table so that hopefully the rain will wash off the bottom. Also did some cleaning up on my back deck. Hubby had it all set up. You know, he had the colostomy, and he would go outside to air it out, and he didn't want to be doing that with all the neighbors seeing him, so he had it set up so that he could do that in private. But what he had up, the one part of it, which was right over the door, that was all coming down. And I had gotten part of that taken care of yesterday, and got that pretty much cleaned up there now so that I can just walk out my back door. And I was ducking under what he had because it was ripping. So got it secured somewhere else so that I'm not having to worry about other stuff that's on the deck getting wet from this rain that we're going to get. It's also going to be cool. They're only calling for a high of about 60 degrees a couple of days and it's going to be wet, so I wanted some firewood. Of course, what I have in my yard is really too green to burn. I had been seeing some wood on the side of the road for months now. I'd actually grabbed some earlier in the year, and what was left there I didn't want to try to put in the back of the Jeep, so I had to get feed yesterday, and on my way back home I stopped, put that in the back of the truck, and got some of that cut up and split and in the house. Problem being, I don't have a sharp chain. What I got cut up was all I could get done, and I don't have a clue as to how to sharpen the chains. I'm probably going to have somebody teach me, or I'm going to have to look on YouTube to find a video on how to sharpen it. But for now, I'm just going to be running to the store, and I'm going to see if I can find a 2-pack of the chains so that I can at least get the wood cut up if I need to. So I got all of that done, came back out to the farm, and as a precaution, though, we're not really supposed to get a lot of wind, just rain, but even that can be a problem. I did go ahead and dump the stock tank and fill it. Got that all scrubbed and filled up. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Licorice. I had the farrier out on Monday, and yeah, she has some founder. So, I've been keeping the grazing muzzle on her. Only problem is she just didn't seem like she was getting any better. He couldn't even do all her hooves. And she was just so sore. So yesterday, she's just so bad, I said forget it. And got her stall all set up with hay and water, stuck her in it, and left her in it until I got back here this afternoon. Now the sugar content in the grass should be lower now because it's cloudy, and that helps it go down. And also, since she's been eating the hay all day, hopefully she's not so hungry, so we'll see how she is in the morning. Before I leave, I will be putting hay in the run-in. Still have to do that. I had to get set up for tomorrow, and I have to get chickens away. So I did not touch the house for the last couple of days because basically all I've been doing is getting set up for this storm. But they're calling for possibility of rain for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I will be spending a lot of time cleaning. I had to get caught up on dishes. I didn't even practice the piano any today. That's how much I was trying to get stuff caught up. So that's about it. It feels good to sit down and relax for a little bit. I'm going to make myself a couple of s'mores. Then I'm going to get the chickens put away and get the hay out and get home. If it hasn't started raining by the time I get home, the blue bin that I use for bringing wood out here, I think I'm going to fill up again so that I have it ready for next week. And I will talk at you later.